How we going, guys? Mick here from Not Cartel, back with another kick-ass beer review. So I'm going to review the Little Creatures Coconut Banger Milk Coconut Stout, 5.6% ABV, 355ml can. Why 355? We'll keep going over it, but just don't think it's going to change. As the season cools, our brewers have been feverishly brewing a way to produce our latest stouty instalment, Coconut Banger, loaded to the hilt with a malty goodness and paired with vanilla, cacao beans and lashings of shredded coconut. Oh winter, you've never had it so good. 1.16 drinks, 5.6%. Once again, these guys hail out of Geelong. See how this one goes. Oh, I won't smell it out of the can. We're not doing that anymore. There you go. So someone told me to be aggressive with the pour on this particular beer. Don't know why, but it's black, it's dark. Maybe that's the reason why everyone that's had sort of coconut beers, we're feeling it's because of the oil content with the coconut. A lot of the ingredients that the guys are adding to the beers of late, where they just don't carry the head, they dissipate really quickly, and a lot of the ingredients that are going into it is obviously just killing it. So aggressive pours, the aggressive pour is, I guess, why people recommend it. Being aggressive with the pour is due to the fact that they just don't hold a head. They lace alright. I mean, even with the small amount of head that these sorts of beers are giving, they still lace pretty good. So it's a great colour. Does lace okay. Looks a little bit thin. Not a huge amount of lacing, but it's definitely there. Aroma. It's got a slight coconut rough. Very roasty, but there's a little bit of coconut there. There's a bit of chocolate as well. It's almost like a tease of confectionery. Now it is a stout, but to me it's coming across with the aroma more like a porter. But it's growing legs, that's for sure. It's starting to change a little bit there. Obviously the temperature changed from being poured from the can to the glass. A little bit of swirling there. Has a little bit more confectionery going on than my version of the rough my rough nut, but the version of the Nomad's double chocolate coconut milk stout powdered, aroma wise, this has a little bit more going for it, but the true test is all in the flavour. Now, it smells pretty promising. Once again, yeah, that lacing's just doesn't. It's got a little bit of cling. Hasn't got a lot anymore. A little bit more to start with, but no. Cheers. Here goes. just a bit of coconut, lots of roast. Coconut's definitely there on the aroma. Like what I'm getting on the aroma, I wish I was getting that through with the flavour, but that's just one of those things. Aromatics of those sorts of ingredients is more prominent in the flavour. Getting it to carry across it's a whole different story. And I found that's where with my version, with the homebrew version of my rough nut, being more like the coconut rough, was the stages that I actually toasted the coconut and the cacao nibs. Particularly the coconut, I've done it in 3 different toasting stages, so obviously heavy, medium and light toasting. Try and layer the flavours, develop those flavours in particular with the coconut so they shine through a little bit more. It being a milk stout, this one being the same, it's got lactose put into it. It didn't fare too well with aging, but it did develop other flavours that were quite interesting and very moreish in a way that the chocolate and the height of the coconut was all in the flavour, but not a lot in the aroma. So this is a reverse, so it's still being a lot younger than what mine was. And mine drank really well off keg, quite young, but was exceptionally improved in different areas when it was aged in the bottle. So So it has that same distinctive flavour at the back end, which is sort of earthy and really sort of roasty up front, and it comes off really earthy at the back. And that earthiness, I for a lot of the coconut beers that I've tried, I find that earthiness comes off of the use of coconut. So it's actually a really nice beer. And is still available at Dan Murphy's, probably still available at a lot of your good craft beer outlets, and Lambton Bottler, Celebrations, Adamstown, Celebrations, Georgetown. This is particularly for the folks in Newcastle and surrounding areas. Just to name a few of those really good shops that are around, or my go-to ones, and generally because they're mainly along my route of travel. Not so much Georgetown anymore, but definitely Adamstown and Lambton. Cheers, well worth a try.